All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another matchup in the Roulette Rivals 8 tournament. Today, between ChromeX and Linux Penguin. I am joined today on this shoutcast by JokerJ. Joker, hello. How are you?
Hello, Bob. I'm very good. How are you?
I am doing very well, thank you. A lot of roulette matches to enjoy today, and yeah, I'm just always super happy to be watching and casting, and this is our first time sharing a cast together, if I'm not mistaken, so that's exciting too.
Yeah, no, from my career, it's my first time here. I'm looking forward to it. Indeed, we've got a great game on our hands today.
Yes, Santa Fortuna is our first spin, and Santa Fortuna is one of my favorite roulette maps. 3-target map, tons of disguises, a lot of variability, I feel, in how you sort of do your routing and approaching the objectives. So yeah, this is going to be spicy. Do you have any hopes of what to see while we on the Santa Fortuna spin?
I mean, anything that just takes you away from my almost murder strats, really, sometimes a possible, live kill onto Rico on this thing. Slightly more interesting than it is, and same with Andrea. A live kill on Andrea can make it a little bit more interesting as well. So yeah, just things like that do make the map slightly more challenging than it already is.
Sure. Yeah, I actually really like Consumed Poison on Jorge just because of the fact it necessitates building and repairing that little cocaine souvenir. But anyways, we do have our spin. Why don't you take this for us, Joker?
Yeah, so we have Scissors as the barman for Rico Delgado, Consume Poison as the juggler worker for Jorge Franco, and
Nice.
Pistol as the hippie for Andrea Martinez. So yeah, you have your wish there in the form
Nice.
of Jorge Franco.
Look at that. All right. It is the gift that keeps on giving, and also it kind of synergizes well with the Andrea spin because you need that hippie disguise for her elimination, so kind of ties in nicely with that opportunity to get Jorge. Scissors with Barman. Barman is not a terribly hard disguise to grab, and there are some scissors nearby for Rico as well. So be interesting to see the order in which they decide to approach this, and they're both loading in, so here we go.
Oh, sorry.
This is a console matchup too, I believe, right? These load times are very suspicious of console bracket.
Yeah, I think Linux does have that older gen console, so you'll have them slower loads. And we see the differentiation we see on Santa Fortuna quite a bit straight away. We see Chrome starting in the sub crew, and Linux starting in the hostel trying to get the hippie straight away.
And that sub crew start is for that early isolation on Rico that Chrome is going for. So I imagine we'll see the Rico isolated. Maybe he'll just run straight to the bar, or he'll just kind of come back to him and route for something else. But we'll see. But Linux does get that hippie disguise, so off to I imagine get Andrea straight off the bat.
Yeah, he does just what he's doing. Chrome as well. It's a nice strat. I do like this submarine strat where you just put down the Plox converse device, and of course it's not heard by anyone. You don't have to knock out them guards, and it still won't get heard. So it does get them nice and isolated. It's personally one of my more favorited isolations. Lunet's getting a bit of whoosh on both Andrea and...
Yeah, he's I wonder how he has like an opportunity to try and peekaboo her here, but he's gonna miss it. Oh, that's definitely... Oh, somehow she starts running away.
Yeah, soft lockdown it looks like.
Yeah, they must have seen him, one of the guards must have seen him standing there with gun drawn. And Chrome is going the way I suspected after setting up Rico running through the construction site. We're going to see a barman grab, or is he going to go for Hippie and Andrea? Probably pacify her in her meeting room, go, when she's meeting with Paula, and then go to get the Hippie, come back, finish her off, get the barman. We'll see. So
yeah, and if I recall properly, there are scissors in the village. on the top floor where you can buy a tub of glue as well. And there are scissors in that area as well. So yeah, you know, the Angelique or the Hippie, the Skies, the Balances, they're all roughly located in around the same area, and the consumed poison setup for Jorge, if you will.
Sure. So they kind of have some flexibility in how they move between these different little small steps of getting the kills. Now, Linux did get the kill on Andrea. I got her out on the balcony. Chrome is in the process of confronting. Here, have a shovel, Andrea, he says. And a wrench as well. So he does get Andrea pacified. And now is clear to come back to her with the hippie disguise on. Linux is poisoning the souvenir, but has not got the glue yet to repair it, I don't think. So still needs to run for that. I think we're going to see Chrome go for the glue first, then get the hippie, you know, repair the souvenir, poison it, take it, do all that maybe in one shot.
Yeah, it does seem that's what he's trying to do. And it does make sense, of course, he has the tranks. We can just trank the guy that does have the glue on him. So that does make it does add up for Chrome. Yeah, he has all the resources needed to get all these kills sorted.
Sure. Yep, gets the glue straight away. Very nice. Yeah, Linux has a bit more. He's on a bit tighter of a situation here. All right, so
Yeah,
Chrome.
let's go try and use coins. But yeah, someone in the shop here is very unfortunate. So he's gonna have to try and get rid of these two. Unfortunately, I think it was you that had the unfortunate thing where you just went to throw a crowbar at her and she turned around. If I recall properly. So this can be a bit of a pain to try and get without a shrink.
We just got a raid from the Young Beef. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for the raid. We are just in the middle of our matchup here. Just got started. A roulette race between Chrome and Linux Penguin. Linux has already got Andrea Martinez down. Chrome is working on getting that kill and also setting up the Jorge Franco kill. Yeah, this is it's really interesting to see how similar the players kind of like linked up a bit with their incorporating, you know, repairing the souvenir here and adding the poison to it, taking it with them. Obviously, Linux Penguin already has the Andrea kill finished. Chrome had to double back for it, but their timing is really similar here. You know, they kind of, it's really interesting to see how they deviated in their strat, but how they kind of linked back up here. So now they're on the same page. What are they going to do next? Are they going to get the barman and go for Rico? Or are they going to set up this Jorge kill and switch into the drug lab worker?
And yeah, I mean, we see already, Linux it's just going back and forth from the ridge here, and Chrome does have that slight advantage that he does have Rico down already, in a nice comfortable position as well. You know, it's very easy to get there, and ADS guys, so he is very fine in that sense. Whereas Linux does not have the Rico down, but yeah, so we would say that Linux is quite behind. But,
Sure.
you know, very, very easy to catch up. You know, all it takes is one rip, or you know, your opponent is slowing down a little bit. You can easily fire in front.
Now Chrome grabs himself the scissors from the barber shop there, and yeah, while Chrome does already have Rico down, if Linux has some sort of timing in mind, you know, I can't call to the front of my mind any particular points in his cycle here where you can get him, but I know he walks through his museum. You can get him in the bathroom. You can get him when he comes upstairs into his office. If you happen to know the times for the first and second cycle passes for those, you know, it may not be an issue for Linux at all. So we'll see what happens here. Now, both players are getting the barman disguise, so it's looking like Rico Delgado will be the next one to go, with Jorge bringing up the end of the pack.
Yeah, we see Chrome here. There's only real one viable strat here for the bottom. That is, the fuse box gets him outside all the time, and it's very easy to dump the body. The one slight instance is straight off spawn where you where you can have a bit of difficulty with the construction foreman sometimes
Sure.
spawning you from that bike, which can be the one main issue with getting the bottom skies. But after like, what 40 seconds he's gone, and it's just not something you have to worry about much.
Yeah, and also Linux Penguin has to watch this log bridge slide into place, but Chrome has already crossed it once. So this, I love seeing the differences and the subtleties of how their runs played out and like how it's coming together for him now.
Yeah, and Leonard's going this way does put some slight suggestions straight away that he's going to go the hippo lure possibly to get Rico down for that kill. Chrome, of course, already does have Rico down, so we'll see that kill done in around 20 seconds, in the right skies, has the scissors as well, and so that will be done. That will be achieved very soon for Chrome.
Hmm. We'll see what they end up deciding to do. So Chrome is, yeah, there he goes. There's Rico. Now he just needs to worry about placing this poisoned cocaine souvenir and getting into a drug lab worker disguise. Easy enough to get, right? You just shoot that one generator outside of the hut with the special cocaine processing machine, and easy drug lab worker should be.
Yeah.
So Linux is doing. He is tossing the bone to wake up Miho. And Chrome is running around down here as an elite guard, looking for, I imagine, the place to set up a souvenir.
Yeah, again, I'm not. We have seen Jorge Jorge consumed like three spins in a row now, and all the time we have seen it done in the hippie. I think you can just place it and that will lure Rico down straight away. And him being in the elite guard disguise to allow him to run into the fields and get that juggler work out in a non-trespassing disguise.
Sure. All right, there he found the spot. Set it down. Now that, I believe, is something that's just as soon as you set that there, Jorge, that becomes his priority, is reaching it, right? You don't need to do anything there.
Yeah.
So that just becomes the next thing that he prioritizes doing in his cycle. Linux is running through the mansion here, looking for his place to I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he trying to lure Rico here into a side room and just knock him out? And yeah, he's gonna have to get back up here then as the barman, and that's a lot of work.
Well, yeah, has put the meat bone to wake up Miho. So I don't know what.
Yeah, I think he's
Essentially,
just being impatient maybe and is seeing if there's a faster way
impatient,
to pacify him.
Yeah, it does seem that Rico is going down to the to Miho now. Does have everything as well already. He does have the barn disguise down there, and with the scissors. But meanwhile, Chrome does get that juggler worker disguise, and yeah, all we have to do now is just wait near the exit and wait for Jorge to die.
Yep. So basically, Chrome has got this in the bag unless Linux can find some way to do it faster in the same amount of time that Chrome is going to be waiting, because he'll be waiting a little, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe, if that.
Yeah, but there's no way Chrome can rip this. Linux hasn't placed down the bus either, so that would suggest that this is really Chrome's win here. I just can't see him ripping from this stage, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Chrome's got it in the bag. So Linux is back into the barman disguise. What has he done as far as Rico? Just slowly approaching.
Yeah. But yeah, there goes down. There goes Jorge down for Chrome, and there's the exit. I can't see Linux finishing.
Done deal.
Time.
GG's.
Yeah.
Well played by both. Congrats to Chrome. Completing that in just 12 minutes even in-game time. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good time.
Yeah. Yeah, a very efficient strat. You know, there wasn't much waiting around except from the end there. He knew what he was doing from the start with the sub crew start. And getting Rico down straight away, which we've seen with Linux here, has been the difference. You'd think.
Oh, look at that. He's getting some mastery unlocks. He got the micro audio distraction. Oh my god, look at all these tools, Chrome. He's going shopping. He just padded out his loadout nicely with like 4 or 5 different things. And more starting locations and smuggle points and stuff like that. So he did all that without those things. That's always cool to see. Just like when you see a challenge pop for somebody.
Remember in my first game in Colorado, I managed to complete the chameleon challenge, which is always a nice little surprise when you realize you haven't actually done the skies. That's always a nice little pop up there. But yeah, next map is Palace, chosen by Linux. So Chrome did take his own map pick. So Linux stuff does have that cushion to fall back on. But it is his own map pick.
Yeah, we'll see if Linux will take his map pick. Paris is generally one that doesn't take too long. Certainly not 12 minutes in most cases, like Santa Fortuna just took. Although anything is possible. We shouldn't rule anything out. This is roulette after all. And but yeah, so looking at their bans and such, Chrome picked Santa Fortuna, banned Miami. Linux Penguin picked Paris and banned Mendoza. So we won't see those 2 maps, Miami or Mendoza. And if we should have a decider, that has been posted somewhere. Let me see. Someone's going to find it before I do. It would be Chungking.
Yeah. And I've been doing a bit of research. Shang-Chi is definitely both these players one of their weaker maps. We just talked about the bans. Linux is 10 wins from 10 plays on Miami, and Chrome is 10 wins from 12 plays on Mendoza. So it's definitely the better maps. And I know that Shang-Chi is definitely some of their weaker maps, and just looking at their win-loss on it.
Sure. All right, let's chat once a prediction. So we'll give him a prediction. Who wins map 2? Chrome or Linux? Sure, there you go. Make your predictions if you care to, or don't if you don't. Yeah, so let's see. The map record for a player completing a spin on Paris is held by Yanini, set the record of 3 minutes and 29 seconds during Roulette Rivals 7. That is very quick for Paris. Very, very fast.
Yeah,
In-game time, and that includes loadout planning, loading, and all the trimmings, so to speak. So all of that taken into consideration. That's extremely fast.
And yeah, we look at the lifetime performances as well on Paris, respectively. Chrome 1 win, 5 losses, and Linux 1 and 1. Again, this is just it's Linux is one of his stronger maps, but this is just it's Chrome's weaker map. Which when you're picking a map itself, you do lean into your opponent's weaker map.
Sure.
Which but yeah, again, we haven't. I don't think we've seen Chrome this one on Paris. There's no stopping the player that the 3-2 months between every Roulette Rival, just grinding the maps that they're not as good at, to come back and just absolutely flying it. So especially start the tournaments, I don't think you can really judge how good the players are going to be on a map based off their lifetime performances.
Oh no, not at all. Yeah, it's a small piece of data as part of a larger set, and obviously things can change. But let's see, their spin is here. We have Victor Novikov eliminated with a falling object disguised as the Cicada bodyguard, and Dahlia Margolis eliminated with a silenced assault rifle disguised as the vampire magician. So, one unique disguise. Gonna have to smuggle that weapon into the map with you. There are no free silenced assault rifles lying around, nor is anybody carrying one. So, and Victor, you've only got a handful of options where you can get them with a falling object that can be sensitive to timing. We'll see how they decide to approach it. Tech start for sure.
Yeah, because right where I say Novikov, there is, that full nugget there. So it's very easy stuff, and the style bodyguard is not an issue in terms of getting to that location, anyways. He got compromised by Victor, so he could have been able to save that. But
wow,
yeah,
that's really unfortunate. And Linux is going for this pacification here. On Victor, he's kind of trolling him a little bit. Nice. And Chrome going for the setup on Victor again once more. And set him up right under this chandelier here. That's right.
Yeah, so the next thing I would suspect, and Chrome's gonna have a feature as well to make this remote, which makes it very interesting indeed. But of course, there's a solid bodyguard right in this room, which you see him trying to get into as well. Feeling, yeah, there you go. You can just throw him with one shot. Yeah, it's a nice little easy disguise grab here, especially if the Salmon's outside. The Salmon is on the balcony as we see him right now.
Yep, he's gonna bring her down. Now this seems like a harder way to grab Dahlia than than some of the other options that are out there, because when you bring her down here, you do need to worry about Sophus, her assistant, following her down eventually. However, depending on where you leave her, you can tuck her in that little corner by the door that Sophus should walk in from, and he won't walk in and find her body. However, he can sometimes enter that room from a different doorway, and he will see Dahlia regardless of if you leave her in a particular spot or not. So, yeah, this is an interesting place to approach this Dahlia kill that Linux is setting up. Chrome is still trying to make this. He's struggling with the start of this run here.
Well, he has a crowbar, so he can just crowbar open the door. I don't know. Sam does not an issue here, so he should just be fine. Just open the door with a crowbar, which you see him resort to eventually. Yeah, it's going to do the shot distraction this time. I'm guessing just to make it a little bit safer in terms of the Salmon war here.
All right, so Chrome has got himself the Cicada bodyguard disguise.
Yeah, and we literally see mirrored gameplay here from the pair of them, dragging him under the chandelier and shooting it. Literally same time as well. So yeah, both goes down for both Linux and.
Oh, Linux gets himself some camera trouble there.
Ooh.
So we'll have to pay a visit to the security room.
Yeah, and that being the basement as well. This is a very top floor heavy spin. You can smuggle your AR right next to the vampire magician as well. So there's really no need to use the basement here. So yeah, that's going to be very unfortunate for Linux.
And I think there is an evidence recorder up in the attic, isn't there? Or is it just a security hub without a recorder?
Yeah, from my knowledge, the only one, the only camera box on Palace is in the basement.
Okay.
Which is why it can be a bit of a pain. But yeah, again, once you get down there, yeah, it is on the easier side just to take out.
So Linux is running straight for the vampire magician disguise, who is tucked away in this little back room. gets the necessary disguise. And now needs to get back down to Dahlia. Now it's Chrome. Chrome is thinking the same thing as far as getting her in this room.
That is Dahlia Margolis, supermodel turned spy master.
Yeah, and Linux, of course, Linux does have the clear lead here. You know, both do have Dahlia down now.
Sure.
However, you know, Linux does have those guys working on getting down to Dahlia, so we could see maybe can cause a bit of a issue getting down to here as the Vampire Magician. But again, we shouldn't see much of an issue faced here. But yeah, we know it can cause a bit of issue if we say so.
You know, Chrome is doing what I was mentioning earlier. He's leaving Dahlia's body in that very particular spot where hopefully if Sophus decides to approach her, he will just sort of approach her through the wall and he'll be satisfied with that and he won't actually need to walk into the room. However, that's assuming that she goes to that part, or that's assuming that Sophus approaches her from that wall and not from some other direction, because I've seen that happen before. Where it didn't matter if the player took care to leave her in a certain spot. Sophus just approached from a totally different direction. So hopefully things go according to their plan. Linux getting himself a bit of whoosh there as he's trying to run through this hallway with this assault rifle on his back to get into the room.
Just needs a bit of patience. Once that ocean stuff goes, he should be fine. It's gonna throw a coin.
Oh man, wow, that was a bold play.
Wow,
nicely done there by Linux. That's a nice bit of some fancy footwork there. Gets the kill on Dahlia. Now needs to get back into a normal disguise. Don't forget about that rifle on your back and take care of the evidence. Chrome has his assault rifle in hand and now needs to make the same sort of journey that we just saw Linux do with negotiating the map in this disguise with this weapon on your back.
Yeah, thankfully there is an escape in the basement, which does make it slightly nicer. The camera box, if you need to do it on exit, shouldn't seem much of an issue. Taking out the camera box, of course, he has a pistol anyways, so it shouldn't cause much issue in that sense.
He misses his first two shots and gets a bullet impact notice. Okay, gets it. Green guns are back.
Yeah.
Gonna head for that catacomb exit and should be good.
Yeah, it's good indeed. That's gonna be Linux taking its own mapping of Paris and tying the game.
Oh, nice. And this means that we have a decider on our hands. Third map, chunking. Going to be very awesome to see, especially knowing that both players have struggled a little bit with it in the past. We'll see who's done their homework. But GG's, well played by both. Congrats to Linux on taking those next 2 points and forcing us into a third map. I'm never unhappy about having to do a third map. I'm not like, oh, come on, Hitman enjoyers, I've got somewhere to be. If I have to sit here and watch a third map, then that's just the cherry on top.
Yeah, and a map like Chongqing, again, is one of the quick maps you could say, but there are certainly something on Chongqing that do make it longer and a bit more challenging in its own right, just like any other map, really.
True. Yeah, some spins can be pretty straightforward and done in 4 minutes. Other ones might take a bit longer, 8 or 9 minutes spin. We will pay out our predictions. Congratulations, everyone who predicted Linux, taking that. And we will start a new prediction for who wins the whole thing. All right, option 1, Chrome. Option 2, Linux. And we will give the people 2 minutes to make their prediction. Just 2. I'm going to step away for just a quick second to fill up my water and grab a snack, I think, and I will be right back.
Yeah, and I mentioned the winners earlier. Slightly wrong. Chrome has 1 win in 8 played on Chongqing. I got mixed up because Linux has played Chongqing once, and that was against Rocky in the first game of R8, which he did lose, and that's one. Rocky, again, a very experienced Chongqing player, is his most picked and most played map. So again, you can look at these winners records, and again, I said it before. It doesn't reflect truly of the player in some instances. The practice in between tournaments, could mean that Chrome is suddenly a god at Chongqing, and Linux, of course, having it twice in a row. We've had that natural practice before his game, and again, was very unlucky not to beat Rocky. They both had flawed strategies, which resulted in Rocky taking it.
All right, what did I miss?
Not much to me, just talking about their lifetime performances, which we now can see. The spin coming in just over 2 minutes. Anything you really want to see on Chongqing?
I understand they got rid of consumed poison Imogen, which makes me a little bit sad because I thought that's a pretty challenging condition, and I was hoping to see that, but if that's not available, then I would like to see a perfect test subject live kill on Imogen. I think that would be interesting. Maybe electrocution. And for Hush, I always enjoy the loud firearm kills for Hush. Maybe a loud sniper rifle, which doesn't have to be done, nearby or in his room. Maybe a loud pistol, actually. A loud pistol for Hush, I think, would be spicy.
I mean, there are such on Chongqing. There are a spin that makes Chongqing interesting is something that kind of forces you away from getting Hush in the first minute and a half, while he's in that nice area that you can get him. If you can have a spin that diverts the players from doing that, most of the time you probably see the satellite lure or them getting Hush like whenever he's next available. Because after he leaves that little area that he starts in, he can be pretty on the more challenging side to get him. So I think anything that can possibly a live kill as a board member, for example, something that you can always divert away from that first initial isolation, can make Chongqing interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. And taking a look here at our map record held by the one and only Coates, or Coyotes, 4 minutes and 13 seconds, and that was achieved in the Roulette Rivals World Championships 2021. I was there for that, I remember. That was fun. But we'll have our spin here in just over 10 seconds. Would you care to take it for us once it arrives, Joker?
Yeah, happily. And the spin is here now. So we have Hush SMG as the perfect test subject, and Imogen the Silence Pistol as the board member. So unfortunately, no loud kills in that sense. But we do have, the perfect test subject and the board member, which do stretch you to areas of the map most normally you wouldn't normally go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will be this can definitely be a quick one. Perfect test subject, literally in the adjacent room to where you find Hush. And board member, that gives you well, I mean, I guess it doesn't give you access to the whole facility if you're not escorted in, but it's not hard to get around the facility even when you are trespassing as the board member. So that's a pretty straightforward kill for both targets, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now you see Chrome starting the dumpling cook to get the board member first.
And Linux starting as the block guard to get Hush straight away. I feel like I like Linux's start better.
Yeah, he does have the SMG as well. So and the test dodger being right there, we could see the kill onto Hush done very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Very quickly. So
So Chrome is running up there now to try and get to Hush.
mhm.
Linux has already started the distraction to be able to get Mogwai and Hush down.
And if Chrome can get to Hush first, that could be a huge time save in the grand scheme of things here, because Linux will have to go to the board member and back, which Chrome's only have to go over really, um, to get the board member. So it could be a huge time save from Chrome there.
Interesting way to get that Hush pacification there by Linux. He used the coin, just bumped him during his meeting with Imogen. I like that, pretty clever. So Chrome is now clearing his way out through the upper floor here where Hush is doing his experiment. Linux gets the perfect test subject and switches into that disguise. Is now clear to get this kill on Hush. Just hopefully no one hears that gunshot. No one heard anything, so Linux is good. Chrome just needs to get Hush down now. He's been a bit, his timing I think was not as fast as he was expecting it to be, so Hush has already gone out into the open there to start his cycle.
Definitely salvageable. As you can see here, he could do potentially a couple of throw extractions. I knew Linux had a domestic bomb. I don't know if Chrome does as well, because he could put that to good use here if he did have one. But yeah, I think the one thing he's going to do is possibly just wait for us to go on the stairs. Of course, if you do go out here, you can trigger a mission story, can't you? Or would you have to talk to them? Oh yeah, you have to talk to them. So Chrome's going to try here and get a nice throw extraction onto Hush, but he just absolutely ignores it and walks away.
Yeah, he's so unresponsive to throwing distractions.
That's him.
This is really hard to watch for Chrome. Meanwhile, Linux is just flying through, got down off the rooftop, grabbed himself a facility security disguise there. Still needs to grab himself the board member, and that's a restart from Chrome.
Yeah, he tried to run towards the stairs, which would be like the backup isolation to Hush, but unfortunately, a guy was standing there enforcing the no trespassing area, so he got ripped straight away. Hopefully though with his reset, he can get to Hush straight away and get a fast Hush kill this time.
Yeah, he did, as chat pointed out, he did spend some time getting those two guards, outside the room where that experiment's going on. And to my knowledge, those guards are never a problem. Maybe he had some other reason for wanting to KO them. I'm not sure.
Nothing wrong with her look, though. Edgy.
But Linux has separated Imogen from his security guard there.
Just be a bit careful. I guess you gotta put a guard in the place where he will definitely not get found.
Yeah.
He needs to knock out Imogen as well, but he's got in a nice position where he's not even that far away from the board member, so it's nice. So it's nice and safe in that sense. We'll still have to knock.
Is he
out.
gonna try to dump her down? I mean, that guard is gonna come back, and he's gonna come back fast.
Yeah, possible corners with dual sank would be the one thing here that could save Linux. If he drags enough, I mean, we'll definitely have time to recover that.
I've never seen this done before with Imogen's body. This is a really interesting way to approach her isolation and trying to peel that guard off of her. It's not necessary to do that. I mean, you certainly can, but they do kind of isolate themselves in that little stairwell room, and But anywho, let's see what happens. He's running back around to get himself the board member disguise.
Yeah, and Chrome showed it's not exactly pass guys. You can do that nice little throw distraction to get him around that corner, and just you can knock him out and leave him there, which is a very nice disguise grab. Another restart.
He had a body
Chrome.
found. I thought that was just from Hush maybe, but Chrome didn't think so, and just went for a straight restart. Now Linux has just thrown the Guru's gas grenade at the board member. And I think he probably also got the woman sick as well. So hopefully they don't have that bug where two NPCs go to the same toilet and just kind of like clip through each other.
Yeah. Should just wait as well, wait as little bit, because now the toilet is unoccupied. So the tour guide will come to this bathroom now, I think. But yes, it's not a long drag, and does have Imogen down in that sense.
So Linux is running. He's running into the facility to run out of it on the other side to get to Imogen. Which, I mean, it works. You can get there that way.
But yeah, she's in a position where, you can just shoot her and leave. Depends where he wants to exit now in terms of the nice little city exit or the motorcycle exit.
That's it. Look at that. Nicely done by Linux. That will be GG's.
Yeah, and now this is where Chrome gets the hush in that first cycle. But yeah, it's just too little, too late, unfortunately, for Chrome. But yeah, well played from Linux. Play it safe in the end, and that's what won in the map. Chrome did go for that quicker strategy, but unfortunately couldn't get it to work, and that allowed Linux just to have that safe run to take the tactical machine in the game.
Sure. But yeah, really, really well played by Linux, and in-game time of 6 minutes, 57 seconds. Well fought by Chrome. GG's to both of our players as always. But congrats to Linux on advancing to winner's bracket round 3. Speaking of brackets, let's take a look and see exactly who is facing off against who. This was console. So we have, let's see here. Linux has advanced and will be facing off against you, Joker.
And that's gonna be a good game. After watching this today, I'm not looking forward to it. It's gonna be a very tough game against Linux.
It will be tough. They only ever get tougher as you get deeper into the tournaments, but hopefully it continues to be fun. That's the most important thing. Let's see, where has Chrome gone? Will be what does that name say?
That's a bye. It's not to drop out, so we'll be playing the winner of Conrad and Chubby. So he's in the losers round 3 now. That is a bye.
Oh, okay. So that person who would have been there had forfeited, I guess.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, GG's Chrome. That secures you at least a round 3 match down there in the lower bracket, and hopefully you will fight hard for your survival in the lower bracket, because you're down, but you're not out until you lose the lower bracket match, and then you are out. Just until the next tournament. Let's take a look at our upcoming hit maps matches. We got some today or tomorrow, depending on what part of the world you are in. I'm going to give you the times in Eastern Standard Time. So in just about 15 minutes, we have Vaj Blesk versus Goulet. That will be over on Gordy's channel, it looks like. Maybe he'll go live early and we can raid over there. But if not, you all know where to find that stream. Later this evening at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Lewis Heaney versus the Script Desk. An hour after that, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got Frivolous versus David Red Sox. And then an hour later at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have The Observer versus Moo. That will be cast by Gunther and GK Punk. 2 hours later, Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Maddie Spice versus Brain Fixer. And that is the last currently scheduled match for all of the matches on Friday, the 13th of May. We've got several. Oh, we got more than several. We got like almost a dozen matches lined up for tomorrow, too.
Yeah, packed day tomorrow.
Very packed. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, it's going to be a busy day for the casters and admins tomorrow, and a busy day for the viewers as well. Tons of things to tune in and watch. Let's see if Gordy has gone live, that we might be able to raid over there and kind of just wait and watch the loading screen until it becomes time for the next matchup. Let's see. He's not live. Everybody send Gordy an angry DM and say, why aren't you live yet, Gordy? No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. He'll go live when he's ready. But yeah, let's, I guess we'll just, I guess we can just end the stream then. Let me check one more time. Let me check just once more. He's not live. Well, then we're gonna raid and...
You're not shooting threes, right?
What the? Okay, we're gonna raid an offline Gordy. We'll see you guys over there at Gordy's channel in about 15 minutes. Joker, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed the cast. I certainly did. To all the viewers, thank you for watching and supporting the Hitman Roulette events and the Hitman community. And we'll be back, and we'll see you all again very soon. Any final thoughts, Joker?
Yeah, no, good game, indeed. You know, we saw back to back on all the maps, and you know, lots of first tries and all that. So yeah, very good game today. Very
good indeed. And yeah, we'll see everybody again very soon. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest, or Friday. Enjoy the rest of your roulette matches, and we'll see you out there. Stay safe, everybody.